Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to a new edition of the Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter. And to my far right, got my co-host, Kevin Johnson, KJ. And in the
That's right.
middle, today's special guest. Oh, man, we got a legend in the house of the making. He's
Yeah.
right from South Carolina. Just participated in the Celebration Bowl. Won
That's
it
right.
big, 31-10. Had 3 touchdowns, 5 receptions, and 95 yards. On the season, he had 84 catches, 864 yards, 8 touchdowns. This guy right here is like, A.J. Green Jr. I mean, he's going to go up and get it.
All right.
And if you man to man, you're in trouble.
Well, we get
All
it,
right.
man.
This guy also won the MEAC championship this year. And he's only a sophomore. Today's special guest is HBCU national champion from South Carolina State, Shaq.
Yeah.
Davis.
Yes,
Davis.
Shaq?
What's up?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Hey, man, doing good. So glad to have you,
on
man.
the show, champ. For everybody that don't know you, let them know where you're from and a little bit about your background.
My name's Shaq Davis from Summerville, South Carolina.
Bill.
That's really it.
That sounds good.
All right.
Good. Hey, what age you start playing sports, and what sport was your first love?
I started playing sports when I was in 3rd grade. Basketball was my first love.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So growing up, watching basketball, who was the players that you followed?
Kobe.
Yep.
Kobe, the GOAT. Yeah, gotta give it to the GOAT.
What's up, man? What about Michael Jordan, man? I know he's a little older.
Him and Kobe the same person, to be honest with you. The way I look at it, they game is exactly the same.
Yeah, it is, man.
So when I watch Kobe, I see Mike. When I watch Mike, I see Kobe. But I just like Kobe because I actually grew up and I actually got to watch him. See, Michael Jordan, I ain't grow up watching him. I just watch like YouTube clips on him.
Yes. Yeah, I got you. That's my era.
So talk about growing up in Summerville, South Carolina. Did you get a chance to play with Coach McKissick under him, or it was another coach?
Nah, I didn't play against under Coach McKissick because I didn't play varsity football until my junior year, and that was a year or two after Coach McKissick had retired. So, but I've been around him. But my head coach was Coach Joe Call.
Joe Call, okay.
Yes, sir.
I think he played quarterback during my era.
Yes, sir.
Back in the
Yes,
day.
Sir.
Yep. So talk about the atmosphere of Summerville, man. Growing up in Summerville, how was that like for you?
It's love. Like everybody around here, especially when it comes to football, is very supportive. They're going to push you to do whatever. Games be packed. They're going to give they support. It's diehard football fans around here, and it's a lot of love around here.
Cool.
What's up, man? What's up?
All right. So your first sport was basketball, from my understanding. Mm-hmm. What position did you play?
Growing up, I played since I was always tossed on the court. Say automatically threw me in the paint. Yeah, but like as I got older, I started to develop more in my game. But I still would be in high school. I still play center, but I was like more of a stretch forward type of player.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, who was your game similar to in the NBA? Kevin Durant.
Nah, I didn't get to the KD level.
Okay.
I'm more of a who would I model my game after? I'll say like Zach LaVine, because he like real athletic. And I'm athletic. I'll go in there and I'll dunk on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's your favorite dunk?
My favorite dunk?
Yeah, what's your favorite dunk, man?
That I ever did, East Bay.
Ooh.
Yes, okay. Sir.
But I love the windmill. Windmill, I got that down pat.
You got that down pat? That's that backyard practice right there.
Mm-hmm.
Blacktop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So did you start out on blacktop, or you just started out in the neighborhood, or did you just play organized ball? Or you did all three?
I really started off playing neighborhood ball. We have a park around here called Wassamasaw Park, and I went out there when I was younger with my my stepdad, my uncle, and everybody grew up around the neighborhood. We'd go out there, we play basketball. But when I was younger, they really never picked me up because, I'm young. I really didn't understand basketball, this and that. So the way it's set up, they had 2 courts. They had a red court and a blue court. Everybody else played on the blue court when you playing 5-on-5. And then they used the other court. People just go over there, shoot around, everything like that. But we had it was one person I looked up to around here. His name Terrell Bones. He ended up being my teammate in high school. He graduated my sophomore year. So I'll sit down. Yeah, I'll sit down. I'll watch him do it. Wherever he do on the main court, I go on the other side. I practice it. I keep doing that over and over and over. And then eventually I start to develop and get real good at basketball. And then it just went from there. So if it wasn't for Terrell, then I don't know. I don't know where I would be at with basketball.
I understand. Yeah. Someone Real Talk says, where did you get the sledgehammer celebration from? That's legendary. On the sideline. Yeah.
All right. So one day we was about to lift weights in the weight room, and one of our strength coaches, he was like, I got something for everybody who make a big play now. Because, the defense, they got the turnover belt. So he was like, I got something for, if you make, a hard hit, score a touchdown, this and that, do that. He's like, I got something for y'all. I was like, what you got? He said, follow me. So I went into the office. He showed me a sledgehammer. I said, bro, what are we supposed to do with that? He said, when you score, you just slam it on the ground. I said, all right, we can do that. So, that's how that came about.
Okay, cool, man. So, transitioning into high school a little bit, you still was playing basketball from my understanding. I guess you played varsity, 9th and 10th grade?
No, I played from 10th grade all the way to my senior year.
Okay. Talk about that a little bit. Playing basketball in high school, what was your teammates like? What was your team like? What was your record?
All right, my sophomore year, I'm not even going to lie. We should have won state my sophomore year. That team was just athletic, and we just had great chemistry on the court. So we went I want to say 22-3 or 22-4, something like that year. But I'm pretty sure you heard of Irmo. We had to play them in the second round of playoffs. Went up there. It was just bad. I don't know what it was, but we did not have a good game at all. They beat us by 28. I was like, man. So that was a long ride back to Somerville from Irma with a 28-point loss in the second round of playoffs. Then my junior year, the team, we were all right. Fell off a little bit because we lost Terrell. He was one of the leading scorers. We had somebody else named Trushawn Moore. He had played South Carolina State as well, basketball. Them 2 left. So really the weight on my shoulders, the weight was put on my shoulders for the next upcoming season for my junior and my senior year. Junior year, we had to go to Blythewood, second round of playoffs. Go up there, lost by 45.
What?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Blythewood either went to state that year and won it, or they were runner-up. Mm-hmm. Then my senior year, it got better. We went to Conway for the second round of playoffs again. We was down by 12, but a minute and a half left. We came back, brought it within 3. Then I ended up having to shoot the ball to tie it, going to overtime. So I shot it, and it felt so good coming off. I'm looking at it. Buzzer go off, ball gets the rim and roll out. I was like, oh my, I can't get a break from the second round. So that's how that went. But my basketball career is pretty successful though. I was all conference ever since my sophomore year. Junior, senior year, all state. Junior year, I was region player of the year. I was a 1,000-point scorer, all that.
Yep. So I know you were highly recruited for basketball back then, but let's go ahead and when did you come alive on the football field? When did you actually get your first start on varsity at Somerville?
My junior year.
Your junior year. Talk about that game. Talk about your first touchdown.
I really don't remember my first. That's sad. I really don't remember my. I lied. I do remember my first touchdown. We was playing Spartanburg at Spartanburg, and it was like the first quarter, and we had ran a double post play, and I think they had me. We was in a bunch formation. They had me lined up as point man. So I ran my post, and our quarterback rolled out. I guess he had pressure, so he stepped in the pocket and rolled out. So I followed him. And he just bombed it. And I think it was like 70-something yards. Caught it just trying to the end zone. I didn't know how to celebrate then, so it was just a little. It's like casual, like just walk in, look around, hand the ball to the ref, jump up with my teammates.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
cool,
matter of fact, my first game on varsity, I think I had 2 touchdowns, 150 yards, and like 6 or 7 catches.
That's pretty good, man, for a first start.
Sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, when you started varsity, what kind of offense did y'all run? Running, shoot, wing, T, option. What type of offense did y'all run?
We was
Somerville.
We was run and shoot. Yep, exactly what it was. Run and shoot. Because we always had speed backs. Like we had Dallas White, God bless his soul. Derek White, DJ Hancock. DJ was a dog. When I said, that's why. Yeah, DJ was him. He's at he was at Gardner Webb. He just hit the portal. But yeah, DJ was something serious.
Yeah.
That's cool,
and who was
man.
the head coach? Who was the head
Joe
coach
Call.
on your football team?
Joe Call.
Joe Call. Okay, talk a little about him.
Yeah.
Joe Call was real cool. He was all about the players. He wanted to do whatever to make the players happy. You can talk. You can like that's one coach you can actually like. You have something going on, whether it's football wise or just family wise. You just go sit down and talk to him. He's always a listening ear. He'll always give you good advice. He looked at us as people before players. So he wanted to do what was best for like our mental health and just our emotions.
Man, that's good.
That's great.
Man.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear. So name some of y'all rivals that y'all played at Somerville in your division at the time. Who were some of the tough teams that y'all faced?
The toughest team, Fort Dorchester.
Fort Dorchester?
Yes.
It's out there in Charleston, right?
Yes, sir. North Charleston. Yep. Yes, sir. Fort Dorchester.
Yep.
And then we had Ashley Ridge. We'll go back and forth with them. Goose Creek. That's really it. Just them 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I never beat Fort in football.
You never beat Fort Dorchester?
Nope. Nah,
All
never
4
beat
years?
Fort Dorchester. Nope.
Wow. So did they have a lot of 5-star recruits or something? Or I mean,
they did. Yep. I'm pretty sure the Carry-On Joiner, they had him. Their receiving core was something serious. They had 1 year they had Cameron Champagne, Adonicus Sanders, Raekwon Simmons, Justin Williams. I'm like, it was tough to stop them. I don't know.
they cool.
Yes, sir.
Did you get to play in any All-Star games? And how far did y'all make it in the playoffs?
I did not play in no All-Star games. I played in a North Carolina, South Carolina basketball showcase. That was that. Okay. And then football, I didn't because I originally was gonna go to college to play basketball. So after we lost, you said playoffs. So 3rd round, my senior year, that's the farthest I made it. We lost to Dutch Fork. It was like 28-8. Yeah, up there it was cold. That was another cold ride back after a loss. But yeah, I didn't get no North South, no Shrine Bowl for football, but basketball I made a North Carolina, South Carolina showcase.
All right, cool.
Yeah, talk about the recruiting process. What schools was looking at you at that time? And why you came to South Carolina State?
That's a great topic. So I had a lot of basketball offers. I had Presbyterian, Charleston Southern, Gardner Webb, Duquesne, who else? Winthrop, Georgia Southern, schools like that. And then football, I had Limestone, North Greenville, South Carolina State. I had South Carolina State for both, actually. Yeah, so I chose South Carolina State because coming out of high school, I really didn't have the grades because I was gonna go play ACC basketball somewhere, but my grade situation, they don't want to take a chance with me and this and that. So a lot of people like they got my grades and they kind of like fell back from me. So I think it was, I want to say, in February, like a few weeks before National Signing Day. No, it was like end of January. Yeah, a few weeks before National Signing Day, I got a call from Coach Shaq, and he was like, what's up, Showtime, this and that. He was talking to you, chopping up a little minute. And he was like,
Yeah.
this is what we're going to do. Looking at your grade situation, we want to take a chance with you. So when you come in, you have to prop out your first year here, get your grades
That's right.
right, and then
Mm-hmm.
once you do that, we can go from there. So I was thinking, I was like, man, I don't want to do that. I might have to go to JUCO route, just go JUCO because I want to play football immediately. But I
That's
sat
right.
down, I thought about it, and I was like, I might have to do that. I'm just gonna man up, do what I was supposed to been doing in the beginning, and go ahead and get my
Yeah.
grades right.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I decided to commit to South Carolina State, and then it's just been love ever since.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
You taking visits?
Yeah,
That's
yes, sir.
yeah. What schools did you take a visit to?
I went to CSU, Presbyterian. I visited Wofford for basketball too. Wofford. I went to College of Charleston for basketball. Football, I just went to CSU and State.
Okay.
And that's it.
So when you went on your visits to South Carolina State, who was the person that showed you around, and who was the first player that embraced you when you got on campus?
The person showed me around, Coach Sachs. Yeah, he took me
Okay.
under his wing because I didn't
Yeah.
go on an official visit because I was too mixed up with having football and basketball season right there. So I didn't go on a official visit. So I went up there one day during school, and it was me, him, Coach Pugh, and another recruit, and he just took me around, everything like that. And yeah, he took me around, and then he talked, and then me and created a bond right then and there. And I was like, all right, this feels like something legitimate. Like it's not he's just trying to get me there just because he wants
Mhm.
me there. Like he really wants me to be successful. So that's why I decided to go to South Carolina State.
When
So
you say Coach Sachs, you said Coach Jonathan Sachs?
Yes, sir, Jonathan Saxon.
Okay. From Orangeburg
oh
Wilkinson grad.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yeah.
sad.
Yes, sir.
That's
Go shout out to Coach Sachs out there at South Carolina State making big moves, man. Congratulations, Coach.
that's right.
Yes,
So talk
sir.
about some of your teammates at South Carolina State, man. I know you guys seem like you got a real good brotherhood out there. When you got on
Yeah, we do.
campus your freshman year, I know you had to compete for a job or set out your first year. How
Hmm.
did that make you feel knowing that you could have did all that work in high school and then you had to sit out that one year? Because I know a lot of cats make that transition when they first step into college. So
Yeah,
just talk about that a little bit and what you learned from it.
it just made me mentally tough because I grew up like all I knew was sports, but meaning that I had to make that transition from high school and then moving away from my family to go stay on campus and not have sports. It was mentally tough because I can't do what I love. So I just got I just had to step up my A game, do all my work, and I put my priorities over parties. Like everybody, they'll be like, "Come on, let's go out to party. Let's go out to party." I'm like, "No, I can't do it. I'm here. I'm not here to party. I'm here for. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to, yeah, I'm trying to make sure my family's straight for life." So I would just be like, "Nah, y'all go ahead. I'm just gonna stay here and do my work." And then when it came to the football aspect
That's right,
of
man.
me, I
That's
would
good.
go watch and I'll be looking at like I went to a few practices my prop year. I was sitting out there watching. I was like, man, I could really be out here helping them. But it was just a mind opener, minor setback for a major comeback the way I look at it.
Cool. That's great. So going to an HBCU school like South Carolina State, I know you've been there for maybe 2 years now. Talk about the tradition at being a Bulldog and playing for that team. all the Hall of Famers that came out there, all the pro people that's in the NFL right now. Just talk about that locker room, and when they come to homecoming, talk about the presence that they bring back to the school.
It's really an honor to be at South Carolina State Bulldog and play football for them, just because of the tradition, just like you mentioned, just the tradition. And they really paved the way for us, and it's just an honor for us to have the opportunity to follow into their footsteps, like Darius Leonard, Javon Hargrave, Donnie Shell, all those guys. It's just an honor. Yeah. And when they come, it's just like you have to win just because they're there. It's just, yeah, you don't want to disappoint any of the alumni, nothing like that.
Yep. Well, now you can add yourself to that list as a Bulldog great, because you have a national championship ring, and you had 3 touchdowns and was the MVP in that game.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we move that far, let's go ahead and talk about playing in the conference, in MEAC conference. Talk about some of the teams you guys face in the competition there, and who was some of y'all toughest opponent?
Our toughest opponent to me was FAMU, if we're being honest.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're not in the MEAC no more. So I don't know who our toughest opponent was. But the conference, I wouldn't say it was easy, because I mean, if you look at the scores, you see we had a lot of close games and this and that. But that's just because of I won't say lack of preparation, but we played down the competition. Like, we'll overlook certain teams thinking, oh, it's about to be a cakewalk, so we're gonna walk in and we're just gonna win. But no, it's not. It's not like that. Because they're on scholarship just like we're on scholarship. They're not just gonna just come out there and just be like, oh, all right, it's South Carolina State. They preseason predicted to win the MEAC. We're just gonna go out and just let them do whatever. So no, that's not what happened.
Yeah. Well, I got some highlights from the MEAC championship game. Everybody that's watching, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, hit that notification button, follow us on our Facebook, Spotify, and Deezer. We have today's special guest, South Carolina State Bulldog, HBCU national champion, MEAC champion, Celebration Bowl champion, and MVP wide receiver Shaq Davis. All right, let's go ahead and check out this clip, and stay there, Shaq. We'll be right back. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So that was a little promo before you guys went out to the Celebration Bowl in Atlanta.
Yes,
But
sir.
some great highlights. Saw you walking the dog on the sideline. I don't know which team that was, but great catch. Just talk about playing with Corey Fields as your quarterback. The chemistry you guys have. You can talk about that. You guys are both sophomores, so you got the same amount of years left unless somebody leave early. Talk about that a little bit.
Me and Corey, because he's from the Low Country as well. He's from Hollywood. So me and him, when we got to school, we talked a lot. Like my prop year, we talked a lot, and we got like a little bond because he quarterback, I'm receiver, and we both from almost the same area. And then that just translated over to the field because we just got that chemistry already from like us talking and everything. But I had to gain his trust. So like when we went out there in 2019 during fall camp, every time he went up and he threw it to me, I had to go make plays just to build that trust between for him to have trust in me so that could translate over to the game. That's how that came about.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Hey, talk about some in your conference.
You said what?
I said, talk about some of the best defensive backs you had to face in the conference.
Kobe Durant.
Right.
The Kobe Durant.
My man. Yeah. He told me about the one-on-ones, man. Y'all used to go at it.
Oh, yes, sir. Every time we got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Iron sharpen iron. It was one practice where, because usually we'll do, we start from left. We do outside receiver, slot, other right side slot, and then the right outside receiver. It was one practice where me and him would go, and then they'll go to the slot receiver. It'll be me and him back up again. I'm like, it's supposed to go to the other side. They're like, nah, y'all go again. I'm like, oh, man. When I say tired, I was so tired that day. I was like, oh, we going every other rep.
Yeah, he'll ball out, man.
Yeah.
He seems like he don't run out of energy either. But just talking about him, what makes him special and what separates him from the other DBs you face?
He's real patient. Like Kobe is real patient, and he's technically sound, and he pays attention to he pays attention to every little detail.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only DB that I really haven't figured out yet. Is him.
Wow.
Like he's just he disguises everything so well, and he's just real patient. And physical, he aggressive too. He'll get aggressive. Don't let the size fool you. Kobe will get aggressive.
Hey, that's gonna help. That's gonna help him on the next level, though.
Yeah, he's very aggressive.
Yeah, that's gonna help him.
Yeah. So we going in. You win the MEAC championship. You going into the Celebration Bowl. Everybody's counting you out. Y'all the underdogs right now, and everybody's saying the SWAC better than the MEAC. Talk about the attitude that you guys have on the team, hearing all the talks and everything.
We was just like, let's prove everybody wrong. That's the mindset everybody had. Everybody was like, look, they saying this and that about us, but we knew what we were capable of doing from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like everybody thought just because South Carolina State was 6-5 that there's no chance. They was like, oh, why they here? They shouldn't be here. Jackson State about to blow them out of the water. But our record really didn't define us. Like we had a tough schedule. We started off the season Alabama A&M. Then we went to Clemson. Then we had New Mexico State. Then Bethune was our first win. Then we had to play FAMU. And that's not an easy schedule. That schedule was tough. But yeah, and then they had all the hype behind them with all the cameras and celebrities. Yeah. So everybody was just like, all right, well, they got all this going on. Let's just go out, use them as a pedestal to promote ourselves. So everybody was just like, let's just go out. Don't get caught into the hype, the cameras, the big stadium. Let's just play Bulldog football.
Yeah. Hey, once you scored and did the Dion dance, do you feel like y'all was gonna win from there?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I didn't know it was gonna be by that much, but I was like, we going to win.
I was 7-up right then.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my question to you, you guys started off the season rocky because you had like all the D1 schools you were playing, right? So when you started like transitioning to FAMU and playing throughout the conference, did you actually have in your mind a vision that you guys would win the national championship after those losses?
First, we just wanted to win the MEAC, so we had to take it step by step. We took it one game at a time, and then once we got towards the end, we was like, all right, we started a win streak in the conference. Now it makes no sense for us to lose. Now let's keep pushing, and then once we won the MEAC, we clinched the MEAC outright after we beat Norfolk. And then it was like, all right, we got the Celebration Bowl up next. Everybody was happy for a second. But mostly everybody, like the captains and everything, like the team leaders, we was like, all right, now let's not get too happy. We got where we want to be, but the job not done yet. We still got to go and win the Celebration Bowl. So everybody started to settle down. We got like a week off of rest, and then we started back practicing. But after that week off, we started practicing. You could see everybody was really like locked in. Like there was usually everybody would be out. We'd be out practice. Some people we would joke around and stuff like that. There was literally no joking around, nothing at practice. Like it was just strictly business.
We're gonna go into some highlights of the Celebration Bowl. Check that out, then we'll come right back. You guys make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Spotify, and Deezer. We have our special guest here today for people that's joining. Wide receiver from South Carolina State. He's a MEAC champion, national champion, and Celebration Bowl champion this year, and the MVP of the Celebration Bowl game. All right, let's go ahead and check this clip out real quick.
The passing line. On 2nd and 4, Sanders hits the man. Touchdown, Corbin. Tigers strike first.
So right here, Shedeur Sanders does an easy RPO out route to Keith Corbin, and he came all the way down from Houston, right? Transferred to Jackson State for moments like this.
Movement. There's some holes there in this defense. Settle.
Fields downfield, picked off. Shiloh Sanders with the steal. And he takes it out to the 38. Sanders, a.k.a. Young Prime.
I guess America's going to learn that Coach Prime has more than one son playing for Jackson State. Jumpstart their offense and figure it out.
Well, this second point so far, they talked about being slow. Started fumble. It's on the ground. Loose. It's scooped up by number 5 on the play, B.J. Davis. And they got a little room service on 1st and goal.
And he couldn't do it. So what do? You lean on that all MEAC defensive players to get out there. And Shedeur Sanders was just a little loosey-goosey with the ball as he just tries to get out of it. And it's Jablonski Green who comes through and knocks the ball out. That defense, B.J. Davis, coming up big.
A little mixed up. Fields, touchdown, Davis.
Oh, did he do the prime? Did he do the prime step?
He hit the prime after the touchdown, and it's hammer time.
You know, we've been on Corey Fields all day, but here he finds Shaq Davis one-on-one on a slant route, and then Shaq Davis hits the prime time shuffle, trying to get all bad and bougie on him out there in the end zone. Then you see him here. You know, I'm not even gonna critique that.
You got to raise his knees up a little bit more.
Just a little bit. Where the rhythm at? But at the end of the day, Deion says, okay, all right, that's all right. We're going to get our substitutions ready.
State. Offensive line's got to step up. Gets it out quickly, incomplete, tipped up, and picked off. Intercepted. Moultrie was there on the tip drill pick.
Moultrie comes up with the pick.
There you see it here, just a simple RPO slant. And honestly, it's a drop. Guys, Warren Newman, number 10, drops the ball in traffic, trying to get down and avoid the hit. Kendall Moultrie, Johnny on the spot, gets.
Fields into the end zone. Shaq got his back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
A number one wide receiver against a safety in the slot.
Sanders picked off again. It was tipped. It came out a little wobbly, and Aaron Smith got another interception. Jablonski Green was the one that tipped it at the line of scrimmage. Was tipped, it looked like, by
right
Green
here.
Yeah.
Jablonski Green coming through. Doesn't allow Shedeur Sanders to get through his throwing motion as he's getting hit. He hits his hand, comes out, and Aaron Smith, I think Jay Walker could have caught that interception.
I think I could.
All in the field stands from the 15. Fields, touchdown, Bulldogs! Bailey with the bite. And Fields has found his rhythm.
See, nice vision there. I like how they're giving him the throws outside. If he's not seeing things well, make it simple. Take it to one portion of the field.
Yeah, and then here you just see him out in the backfield. He sees the vision of where he needs to throw the ball. He gets his man to beat DeJohn Nugget Warren. It's poor technique. It's poor technique.
It's been Walker and Anthony. Double move. Mostly Fields into the end zone. A Shaq attack. Back again. Touchdown.
Oh, okay. Hit him with the tick-tock minutes.
Shaq unveiling the whole bag here. His third touchdown reception of the game.
They went with the double move. Little hitch and go, second level throw, one-on-one, find your best matchup. They haven't been able to defend him all day.
He's going live on the gram.
Go live.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram,
Shaq.
South Carolina State Bulldogs.
Look at Buddy. Look at the emotion there on Buddy Pugh. He really wanted this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can see me?
Hold on. Let's see. No, I can't.
Nah,
Hold on.
Okay. There he is.
All right.
Yep. Yes, sir. So talk about that experience, my man. Back shoulder shawty. You catching them in the corner end zone, mossing them. You had a lot of people pressing up on you. Number 9, he had good coverage on you the whole game. You just made some tough grabs for real. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better coverage. But just talk about the focus, the laser focus when the ball's in the air for the people that's actually like receivers that watch you or look up to you, the high school students. Talk about that laser focus when the ball releases from the quarterback and it's anybody ball, just like a jump ball in basketball. Talk about that a little bit.
You gotta attack the ball. You can't let the ball come to you. Just like a rebound, you gotta go up and get it. Especially in a jump ball situation, you gotta go up and get it. But the main thing is look the ball, man. It been too many times where I try to catch the ball and turn up field before I have the ball, and it'll be a drop. So you gotta make sure you look it in.
Yeah, cool.
But the experience was great. It was because usually, like, first time I played in the big game was 2019. We put in the USF, and I went out pregame, and I looked up, and I looked around, and I was like, I got like starstruck. Had a terrible game. This time, I went out there. I did not look up at all. I didn't look up. I didn't look around. We ran through a tunnel. I was looking like eye level straight, like I looking straight into the turf. So yeah, and then I really didn't notice how many people was in there until after Jackson State scored their first touchdown. It erupted. It got like loud. I was like, oh, it's a lot of people here, but I didn't look to see how many people was there. And then when I scored, I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people here. Yeah, it was a great experience though to be able to play in Mercedes-Benz Stadium on a NFL field in a bowl game. It was a great experience.
Yeah. Go ahead, KJ.
talk about being MVP of the game.
I couldn't do it without my teammates. The offensive line, tight end Yancey Washington, Corey, second half Corey, when he was locked in, and got all his jitters out. The defense, especially because they gave us short field. So yeah, I couldn't do it without them. So they really the MVP. I just happened to get the award.
I understand. Yep. So what's next for Shaq Davis, man?
Still got work to do. We trying to go back, start from square one, start with training, and then summer weights. Well, training, spring ball, summer weights, and then camp. And then because that's in the past now. we don't need to hold on to that. They already happened. But the main goal is to keep working to get back where we were.
That's right.
There you go. So any advice to the youth? Any advice to people who want to play the wide receiver position?
All right, to the youth, first and foremost, grades. Grades are important.
There you go, man.
Grades. You got to get the grades because if you don't got the grades,
you ain't going to play.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to play. You're not going to be able to go to school you want to. And it's going to, it would like slow down your process a little bit, but sometimes that'll be better for you. Like in my situation, that'll be the best thing that could happen is for you to have a reality check so you can shake right.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, do you have any shout outs from any family members or players or coaches that you head out?
Shout out to all of South Carolina State, Coach Swag, Coach Sachs, Coach Pugh, Coach Bird, Coach Barlow, Coach Parrott, Coach Burrows, all the Somerville. Shout out to my mama, my stepdaddy, my whole family, my brother D 4 times. That's my motivation, him, because his music before the game. That's why I listen. I listen to his music before the games, and he he's giving me a lot of motivation. But all my former teammates and everybody who supports me, shout out to
Who's
y'all.
your top 5 NFL players all time?
At receiver?
Yeah.
Randy Moss, Jerry Rice,
T.O.
T.O. Yeah, I was about to say T.O. I like T.O. And modern, I gotta go too modern. I gotta go D-Hop and I like Stephon Diggs too.
Yeah, he best.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yep. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show, my man. It was a pleasure meeting you. Great show. We'd like to thank you to come back on again anytime. You're more than welcome. We'd like to send a special, shout out to all the universities in South Carolina who participated in the bowl game. South Carolina State University, Clemson, South Carolina Gamecocks, and Coastal Carolina all won their bowl games this year. So you guys, shout out to you guys. You showed resilience, and you actually exemplified how it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? So you guys keep up the good work. For everybody that's tuning in, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Spotify, and Deezer. Make sure you cop that merch as well. And make sure you guys wear a mask out there. I mean, we got new variants coming out. I don't know what's going on, but we want to make it to the new year. We appreciate all the guests that came on the show this year. This is the last episode of 2021. And what way could we end it without having Shaq Davis, a national champion, to bring the trophy back home to the Bird, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So you guys, there you go. Yep. So you guys stay safe. Bring the new year in safe. Drink responsibly. Have fun. And we'll see you next year. All right? So stay tuned. Peace out.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Good luck with you, champ.
Thank you.
Hey, keep on balling, man. We watch you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Peace.